Well, King County is launching a new traffic campaign focused on increasing safety and reducing injuries and deaths.
The project will focus on an 11-mile corridor through Renton, Kent, Auburn, and unincorporated King County that has seen a number of recent crashes caused by speed and impairment. Joining us to continue the conversation is the co-traffic safety manager with the King County Target Zero program, Gurman Kaur. Gurman, nice to have you with us this morning. How are you?
Hi, thanks so much for having me. And it was lovely to see Rosie and Quilliam. So that was a nice little intro.
Such a great name, too, right? Quilliam, yes.
I agree. And great accents that both of you were trying with your British there. So.
You know, got to try on a Friday. Why not cut loose, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We practice off camera. Just kidding. So before we dive into this really important campaign that's new, for those of us who don't know, tell us why the King County Target Zero Coalition was formed and the goal of that group.
Yeah, thanks. So the Target Zero program is a coalition of partners that work together to increase safety in King County. Our campaigns are generally focused around community engagement, community education, with some priority areas like why is it safe to drive the speed limit? Why is it a safe choice to wear a seatbelt and put your phone away? So those are, really our overarching goals to bring down some of the serious injuries and fatalities that we're seeing on our roadways.
And let's focus on the corridor that's being targeted specifically in this campaign. Where exactly is this 11-mile corridor, and why is this such a concern?
So this corridor runs through Renton, unincorporated King County, the Fairwood area, Kent, and Auburn. A recent study that was done really put a focus on this corridor, and I know that we've seen some really challenging crashes that have taken place along this corridor in the last few years. We heard from community members and just some of the work that we've done that this really is a priority area, and we thought that this would be a great place for us to focus some of our educational and community engagement efforts on. I personally grew up in Fairwood, so this is very personal for me. I went to the Kent School District. So my family drives this roadway. I do, and it's important for me that we're really making a change on this roadway and promoting some safe driving behaviors.
Yeah, I'm a Kent School grad myself, so certainly is nice to see that there's a focus on this particular area. Talk about the development of this campaign. What went into that?
Yeah, like I said, it really is education focused. We heard from our community members, and we've seen some tragic accidents, crashes that have taken place on this roadway. And we worked together with our regional partners and said, hey, we want to bring you into this project as well. We want to share best practices with our community members and, really have a place for people to learn about what's going on and, how they can, make better choices on the roadways. I do want to highlight that, most King County drivers are doing the right thing. We want to continue to provide that education and touch base with our community members so we can, really move that dial towards all King County drivers doing the right thing.
And there are a number of other new initiatives as well, including the Teen Target Zero and Teens in the Driver's Seat training programs. Tell us more about those and how you're helping younger drivers.
We've been engaging with the schools along the corridor and promoting some young driver safety programs. So Teen Target Zero and Teens in the Driver's Seat being two of the programs that we're promoting. These programs really focus towards educating young drivers on several topics, the ones that I've already mentioned, driving the speed limit, wearing your seatbelt, putting your phone away, not being impaired when you drive. So it really focuses on our youth. They're entering the roadway. They're paying attention to the roadway now as they're getting their driver's licenses. So how can they make the right choices to keep themselves safe and to keep others safe on the roadway?
We also know that the coalition is hosting several community engagement events over the next couple days and weeks, with the first one happening next Thursday, I think it is. What are the goals of those events and who is invited to attend?
Yeah. Our community engagement event is happening this Thursday, March 27th at 5 p.m. at Sunrise Elementary School in Kent. We invite residents, community members to come and hear about this project. We invite them to come and hear about the work that's being done on this corridor. The event will include some safety gear, traffic safety updates from local officials. We've invited the different, jurisdictions that I mentioned earlier. It really is a space for folks to come and join and hear about what's going on with this project and, have an opportunity to ask questions.
And what type of progress have you seen from this, from the initiatives, from the safety campaigns, similar to the ones we've talked about today?
Yeah, I think, all of our campaigns prioritize, traffic safety through community engagement and education. And, I'm happy to say that most King County drivers are doing the right thing, and they are driving safely. And, as I mentioned earlier, our efforts really are towards education and, having people make the right choice every day, every time they get into their car.
Gurman, I was struck by what you just said a moment ago about that meeting that's coming up next Thursday, which is off 132nd. That's where I grew up. My neighborhood growing up was in Misty Meadows, and have seen so much development during that area of Kent that it's crazy just how many drivers are on that road just going past Sunrise Elementary School, which I went to school when I was a kid. So
Oh, wow.
glad to see that there's a focus on increasing safety and really trying to reduce the number of crashes and more importantly, deaths out on the roads there. So thank you for your time this morning. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me.